And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. They've got Bol. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Rivers in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Doncic. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have two names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
And that one's good, Marjanovic.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Rivers passes to Porter. Hardaway with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And Doncic throws it down.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Rivers. He feeds it to Bol. Floats it up for Jokic. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
Doncic with it. Outside, Porzingis. Doncic looking it over. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Rivers can't get it to go. Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. Shot on the wing, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got 6.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Here's Rivers. Jokic on the follow.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip end.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. Porzingis with the ball. Now Bol defending.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Jokic on the follow.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Doncic outside. Out to Porzingis. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Denver also making some changes. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bol. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Austin Rivers. Count that one.
He's got to pay better attention to Richardson, one of the better shooters on the roster. This time, he gets it done from the mid-range.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Now here's Porzingis. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Harrison, and he banks in the layup. Here's Brunson. 58 seconds left to play in the first. The offensive rebound. Cauley Stein kicks to Redick. Connects from three-point range.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Morris against Redick. The pass to McGee. Just 4 to shoot. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by McGee. Jokic has got 8. Dallas leading by 5. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Finney-Smith kicks to Redick. Outside, Porzingis. Brunson with a clean look. Offline with his 3. Pass to Jokic. McGee inside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Morris. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Cancar in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Burke. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. Passes it to Cancar. Back to Millsap. And stolen by Burke. And the wide open shot from Redick. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Up top, Morris. Burke covering. And the turnover again by Denver.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Redick. Now, here's Kleber. Pulls up. McGee with the block. They retain possession. Kleber, the pass to Burke. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 7. The 8-footer. The putback. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Burke dishes to Doncic. From deep. Burke can't get it to go.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. To the paint. It's deflected. Here's Chanshaw. Guarded by Marjanovic. Yep, that one goes. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson comes in for Trey Burke. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here is Porter after Luka Doncic's bucket. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Again, the Nuggets score.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Doncic passes to Brunson. Gordon against Doncic. That shot off the mark. And Denver the other way now. Here's Jokic, and he converts the layup. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
In the corner, it's Richardson. It's to Porzingis. Down low, Brunson. That one falls.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Doncic. That one falls for Brunson. Here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Brunson scanning the floor. Right side Porzingis. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot and his offensive game now.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks ahead, up 1. We'll see you after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slot. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Now Morris. Here's Harrison. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Richardson outside. And the pass to Porzingis. Doncic against Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Hardaway. The baseline J off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 3.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Pass to Porzingis. Rivers against Doncic. From down in the low post, it goes. Doncic has got 10.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Jokic high post. Nice D from Porzingis.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Rivers looking over the floor. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Rivers kicks to Jokic. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Redick for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith from past the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Oh, Porter in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
It's Redick on the wing from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Redick's got 6.
I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
Outside Porter. This is to Green. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Count it. Porter's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Here's Kleba. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And here's Morris for 3. Missed. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Aaron Gordon. Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the point. There's Harrison. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 4-point game. And here's Brunson. Burke, the pass to Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Now this is where Porzingis can do the most damage. 7'3". He's got the height. He's going to shoot over just about anybody in the league.
Harrison scanning the floor. Outside for Millsap. Wide open. And the shot falls short this time.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Redick finds Porzingis.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Denver calls timeout.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for J.J. Redick. Josh Richardson's checked in for Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, "This is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win." Kevin, you know what side he's on.
Thank you, David. Doncic outside. He dishes it to Richardson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Now here's Porter. Porzingis comes with the double team. Gordon the pass to Jokic. Knocks it down from 7 feet. And now it's just a 4-point Maverick lead.
Well, the versatility of this young stud, Jokic, is just ridiculous. Shoots threes, posts up, put the ball on the floor. Did I mention passing?
Doncic dishes to Richardson. High post try. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Gordon.
Timeout.
Gordon's got his 5th assist in this one. And the Mavericks call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Denver making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Harrison comes in for Rivers. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Doncic outside. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Out to Porzingis. Gordon against Hardaway. In the corner, it's Richardson. There's the pass to Marjanovic. He can't get that one. And Denver the other way now. Floats it up for Jokic. Porter finds Jokic. The kick out to Porter. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
54 seconds left in the game. And Doncic, here we go.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Porter looking it over. The rebound by Marjanovic.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Doncic outside. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. From deep 3-point range. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett. bring you tonight into... And let's go.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Porzingis can't hit. Now here's Jones. Tanner, high post. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
They get it back. Marjanovic. Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, the coaching staff loves seeing this. I mean, Porzingis being active and effective from this area here.
Doncic against Lillard. Offensive rebound. That one misses.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Richardson with it. Lillard picks him up. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Kanter. It's good on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Now, here's Doncic. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
McCollum against Richardson. Now McCollum. Lillard way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Unloads. Doncic against McCollum. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff. Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Here's Cauley Stein. And Redick kicks to Doncic. From deep. The shot by Redick, no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And it's Lillard missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Anthony on the double team. Here's Doncic. Feeds it to Cauley Stein. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Cauley Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
The Mavericks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Burke, he's checked in for Dallas. The Trailblazers have gone 4-10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Lillard outside. Off target from three-point range.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here is Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Gets a hand on it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
It's all tied in Portland. We'll get things started in the second quarter. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber is out there with Hardaway. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Burke, and it's Powell in at center.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Covington in the corner. Kicks to Powell. Pass to Nurkic. Tipped away. Back to Powell. Portland needs to get off a shot. Nurkic dishes to Covington. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Trey Burke. Stolen away. Deflects the pass. Porzingis finds Richardson. Back to Porzingis. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Powell with it. Hardaway picks him up. And that one drops.
Man, I'm impressed by the level of concentration Covington has on these difficult finishes. I mean, in this league, you have to get used to making shots despite being bumped a little bit or being challenged at a high level.
Here's Powell after the made shot from Robert Covington. Powell kicks to Hardaway. No good on the triple.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simon. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic is subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's McCollum. A three-pointer, no good.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Here's McCollum. Following the score by Josh Richardson. Back to McCollum. Launches it. Again, McCollum missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Marjanovic, and the layup's good off the glass. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Al Richardson following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in, and a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson, and it's Burke in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Doncic feeling it out over McCollum. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Doncic has got 7 points. Lillard with it to stop the drought. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Doncic passes to Kleber. Out to Doncic. Back to Kleber. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Lillard outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Jones. And it's Cantor in at the center, filling out the middle. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Wow.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And it's Doncic missing. Trailblazers trail by 6. McCollum kicks to Giles. Pass to McCollum from outside the arc. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. And that'll be his third foul so far. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Giles. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Porzingis. Powell trying to free himself up. Porzingis can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Lillard. The step-back jumper is good. Lillard's got 8.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
McCollum against Doncic. Shot from 16. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jones, no one around him. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Lillard. And no good that time. Nice D from Doncic.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Powell dishes to Doncic. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
Doncic with the steal. Porzingis with the ball. Now Anthony defending. A pass to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Now the pass to Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Three-pointer, Lillard drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Powell kicks to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. He's got 14. Shot clock at 5. A 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Lillard against Doncic. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Damian Lillard.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Doncic, and it's Dallas with another.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Trailblazers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep three-point range, Hardaway, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Lillard finds Anthony, kicks it out to Lillard. Puts up a 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Burke. Luka Doncic out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Redick in at the 2 spot. Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Kleber from deep. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Luka Doncic. And so it's Dallas with it. And the wide open shot from Reddick. And a miss there on the triple.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Simons. He dishes it to Powell. Pass to Simons. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Covington. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Reddick is in the corner. To the left wing. Finney Smith passes to Reddick. Shoots over Powell. The shot by Reddick, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Simons. Burke covering. Simons, the pass to Covington. Here's Simons. Burke grabs the miss. Pass to Reddick. Here's Kleba, defended by Covington. Kleba, the pass to Marjanovic. The shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's Anthony. Good on the shot. Anthony's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. Reddick is in the corner. Marjanovic kicks to Burke. No good, unable to end this run. Trailblazers leading by 4. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And he gets it back. Now Anthony. Nurkic in the post. Marjanovic on him. Nurkic can't hit.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Dallas again missing. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. The shot by Powell, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Cantor checked in for Portland. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. The Mavericks also with a sub. Doncic is checked in for Burke. It's Powell on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Anthony. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleba. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
McCollum outside. And the pass to Giles. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
You know, he's the 3rd pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years. And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Here's Lillard. He kicks it to Cantor. It's McCollum on the wing. Leases one from 3.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
24 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Passes to Richardson. Over Lillard. Richardson, no luck. And here's Jones over to the left wing. Lillard, the pass to Jones, and Lillard kicks to Jones. So the Trailblazers win it. It was a... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. The city of Denver is in full. And
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Giles, Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Cantor in at the 5. And for Denver, Austin Rivers is out there with Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. Now here's Lillard, following the miss by Austin Rivers. Lillard, right side. Pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard with it. Now Bol defending.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many at all.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. And here's Rivers outside Gordon. Now Bol shoots over Cantor. It's deflected.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. But he's been making a better effort.
Powell, no one around him. That shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way.
Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Gordon kicks to Rivers. Back to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. And that one's good. Jokic.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Right wing. Cantor, the pass to Giant. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Rivers. The pass to Porter. Rivers surveying the D. And it's off from 3-point range. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 2. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Here's Rivers after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Pass to Jokic. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Powell for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. It's Rivers on the wing. Inside. Tries from 7. Here's Jokic. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Jokic has got 6 points. Portland leading. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. Lillard outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. Denver's gone 0-3 from 3-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Floats it up for Jokic. Stolen by Cantor. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running. Jones dishes to Lillard. Pass to Cantor. 6 to shoot. And here is Powell. Fades and shoots from 13. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Green. Outside Porter. Count the basket.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
That will count. Not going to go that time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets lead. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him. And before,
I think in the past, anytime I got into a
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, they've got Anthony, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. Denver with the ball. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. 8 feet away. No good. Shot missing. And it's Portland the other way.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on his team.
There's the pass to Simons. McCollum with the ball. Covered by Morris. Count it. Good.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Morris against Covington. Millsap has the open look. And again, Denver no good.
And Simons a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Here's Chanchan. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Simons surveying the D. And he jams it with authority.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Gordon's checked in for Denver. Austin Rivers comes in for Monte Morris. Nurkic checked in for Portland. And a wide open look for McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. Now here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He kicks it to Millsap. In the corner, it's Gordon. Misses the 3.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point game. Rivers passes to McGee. Back to Rivers. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rivers has got his first basket.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
1:32 left here in the second. A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Gordon.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. To the middle, hangs in the air. Nurkic, that shot off. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Harrison. No good. That would have tied it. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. finished off the break.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
36 seconds left now here in the second. And McGee kicks to Harrison. This one for three. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. A different look for Denver. Bowl, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. And Porter subbed in for Harrison. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Giles checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Powell for three. Denver grabs the miss. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Jokic slams it in.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And some good action through the first two quarters. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. Jack, how does... And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
Green is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Bull in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Lillard with it. Now defended by Jokic. Cantor. And no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Porter's running and finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Lillard with it over Morris. Porter pulls it in.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Passes it to Bull. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard left side. Kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Cantor. Back to Jones. Jacks up a three. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed. The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Denver with the rebound.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Morris with the ball. Lillard picks him up.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Portland again missing.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Cantor against Morris. And it's Jokic missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. Morris against Lillard. Up again.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Powell finds Lillard from deep three-point range. Shoots the 3. Green with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Now, here's Bull. Guarded closely. Misses the baby hook. The Trailblazers shooting terribly up to this point. Just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. And it's Lillard missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. You can see a lot of this now.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The kick out to Porter. Sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Denver.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Bucket is good.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
And here is Morris. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
That one good for 2.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Now here's Rivers. He's covered closely. Nurkic against Millsap. Now Rivers. It's stolen by Anthony. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Off target with his 3. Denver leading by 6. Right side Millsap. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. From 10 feet out, and Portland again with the bucket.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display for McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
Outside Millsap. Pass to Chanchar. McGee inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Nurkic with the steal. Covington kicks to McCullough. Back to Covington. 5 on the clock. Here's Simon. And yep, that's going to be a... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Jones comes in for Robert Covington, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Rivers passes to Porter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Nurkic with the steal.
Intelligent defense. He reads the play. Gets himself in the perfect position to come up with the steal.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Now it's a three-point Trailblazer lead. Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Bol comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Rivers. Harrison kicks to Jokic. Trying to get something going. No good on the shot. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Powell, the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Harrison scanning the floor. Here's Jokic. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Lillard outside. And Lillard throws it down.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
There's Harrison. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time.
Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not heaves.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard.
And this is a guy who just naturally draws fouls at a very high rate. That time, Porter takes him off the bounce.
And he does get the second one. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Lillard finds Powell. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lillard outside. Good on the bucket.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely. But we've seen crazy things happen.
Nurkic with the steal. At the elbow, Jones. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Powell for three. The three-pointer is right on target. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Here's Jokic. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion.
6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here's McCollum for three. Offline. So the Trailblazers win it. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Denver is in full. And we've got...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Porter. And it's Rivers in at the 1. Now here's Rivers. Porter passes to Jokic. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well, the size is there, but the vertical is what really is eye-popping with Aaron Gordon.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Richardson finds Porzingis. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Porter. Clock at 6. Over Richardson. Porter, no luck. Dallas with the ball. Richardson kicks to Doncic.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
He can't hit that time. Nice D from Porzingis. And even 3-on-3 break. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Dallas with it. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. A miss that time would have put him up.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Doncic with the steal. Jokic with the steal. McGee and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Now, here's Doncic. The pass to Hardaway. Passes it to Richardson. Now Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. Dallas, no good that time either.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Shaquille Harris comes in for Porter. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Here's Jokic. Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Rivers finds Millsap. Can't connect from short range. Mavericks trail by 4. To the wing right side. Cauley-Stein against Jokic. Cauley-Stein passes to Brunson. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Millsap, and Porter subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Now, here's Jokic. Outside Gordon. Porter passes to McGee. Jokic trying to free himself up. The shot's good from McGee.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
McGee against Cauley-Stein. To the paint. Here's Powell. No good that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee. To the inside. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Back to Brunson. Over Rivers. Here's Cauley-Stein. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Denver leading by 8. Rivers looking over the floor. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
5 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Five seconds left here in the first quarter. And Doncic gets it to go.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
And so it's Denver, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Venom.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Paul Millsap, Harrison out there with Porter. And it's Green, and it's Bull in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Marjanovic. Good, nice job down low.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Doncic finds Porzingis. Now here's Marjanovic. 5 to shoot. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Boy, the quick trigger of Luka Doncic makes him especially dangerous in catch and shoot. Good luck, defender.
Pass to Porter. Back to Harrison. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Porter against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Here's Harrison. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the pass to Najee. He kicks the Bull. On the wing, Porter. over Richardson. They get it back.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Millsap with the steal. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Porter passes to Bull. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks, trailing by 10. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. It's good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Harrison. Now, here's Bull. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. Morris comes in for Michael Porter. Mavericks trail by 10. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Brunson, no good. The Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Passes it to Harrison. There's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Harrison's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. Redick is in the corner. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Mavericks trail by 11. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 4 this quarter.
The speed on the break from Powell right now, just booking down the court and getting to the basket.
Harrison passes to Gordon. Now here's Millsap, guarded by Powell. Millsap dishes the Bull. Off target at the rim. And here we go, Mavericks running again. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
Down low. It's deflected. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets.
Thanks.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and after 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a nice 7-point lead. And that'll...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Richardson, and it's Doncic in at the point. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Rivers with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Porter. Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
From deep. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Jokic. And he lays it straight in. Jokic has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Nuggets. And here is Doncic. He's got 6. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Oh, good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Here's Doncic, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll... And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Looking to end his cold spell. Out to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Gordon against Hardaway. Now Gordon. 6 points for him. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Doncic. McGee with the block. The pass to Porzingis. From outside, off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
Here's Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pulls up. High post. And the slam dunk by McGee.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through, because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form, carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial.
Morris passes to Harrison. Feeds it to Millsap. Low block shot on the way. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And so it's Denver looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We come back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Harrison, Aaron Gordon out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Rivers in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Trying to find Brunson, gets it to him.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Green. From downtown, another 3 for Denver.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Out to the right wing. Here's Burke. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Burke's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside, Green. Pass to Millsap. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Brunson.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Harrison. Pass to Rivers. Millsap left side. Here's Gordon. Shoots over Redick. And the basket by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Redick for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Green, the pass to Harrison. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the middle, Rivers finds Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Cauley-Stein, and the layup's good off the glass. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Rivers passes to Millsap. Double team on Millsap. Outside Gordon. The three. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nuggets.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Aaron Gordon.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Burke, the pass to Finney-Smith. Burke kicks to Reddick. Over Gordon. Back to Reddick from deep. Millsap grabs the miss. And Denver has possession. It's a 13-point game. Here's Rivers. The Nuggets with another miss. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Brunson. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now here's Rivers. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the...
Hey, Kevin, the map...
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Giles, and it's Cantor in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Lillard against Richardson. And there's the pass to Hardaway. Dishes it to Doncic. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Doncic has got 5 points so far. Now here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Now here's Richardson. Pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Doncic outside. It's stolen by Jones. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
Well, CJ, as soon as he gets a step on you, you're pretty much done. Aggressive right there in transition.
Doncic against McCollum. Now here's Doncic. He's guarded closely.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Nice job by Richardson getting to the inside. High percentage play to the basket.
Lillard with it. Takes a three. The rebound by Marjanovic. The Mavericks trail it. Richardson finds Porzingis. Launches a three. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Jones with it. Hardaway picks him up. Cantor, the pass to Giles. Back to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Well, the size, length, and power of Cantor on full display that time.
Doncic feeling it out. Out to Porzingis. The three ball. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Lillard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Lillard from deep. The shot off that time. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Back to Cantor. Passes to Giles. Lillard from outside. The Trailblazers rebound. Cantor. Right side Jones. Lillard attacking. Hardaway with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Anthony comes in for Harry Giles. And it's Powell in for McCollum. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. And the pass to Powell. Here's the three. Mavericks with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Richardson, no luck. Portland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Richardson against Powell. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Powell. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the... Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays so grounded despite all...
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Jones. Anthony is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Simons in at point guard. Powell with it, now guarded by Redick. Here's Simons. No good on the three.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Powell against Anthony. Powell down low. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Hangs. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Howell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tipper.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Will it go? Here's Nurkic. Tips it. The dive for the ball. Here's Simons. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Redick finds Brunson. The tray. Here's Cauley Stein, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
That one goes. Count it. Cantor's got 8 points.
And providing the support, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by Dallas.
Burke, the pass to Powell. To the inside, Finney-Smith.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And the basket by Lillard.
Consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. Pass to Giles. It's rebounded by Dallas. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Anthony looking it over. Now the dish to McCollum. And the 3 off target. Mavericks leading by 8. 20 feet out. Hardaway, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. The shape, Giles. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Hardaway. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
This offense just continues to impress.
McCollum outside. Portland, no good that time either. 1 second left. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations in the NBA.
The ownership has been stable, been consistent.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Lillard from outside, hands it from downtown. Lillard's got 5.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
Pass to Hardaway. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Jones in the post, guarded by Hardaway. McCollum outside. Back to Cantor. He kicks to McCollum. 6 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Powell, he's checked in for Portland. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. Here's Richardson. Hardaway with a wide open look. The rebound by Giles. Trailblazers trail by 11. Cantor, the pass to Powell. Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Doncic outside. From the high post. Richardson finds Porzingis, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Hardaway, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Giles. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Marjanovic with the slam.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Lillard against Brunson. And it's in there. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
McCollum against Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. Dallas moving the ball around to the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. In the corner, Powell with it. Lets it go with a 3. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Brunson. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Mavericks with the rebound.
Now, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track. They're going to find a way to win.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Trailblazers. Brunson scanning the floor. Shot from 16, and another basket for Dallas.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Tries a three. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 10.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Richardson, no luck. McCollum right side. Off target from outside. Stolen. Giles. And a wide open look for McCollum. Cans the shot with nobody near him. McCollum's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Norman Powell, Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the point. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Jones checked in for Powell. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They've led by as many as 14 points. Six on the shot clock. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Out to Hardaway. Over in the corner, Doncic. It's stolen by Jones. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter, and the layup falls.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
The pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Doncic. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Covington trying to break free. Nurkic can't hit. Mavericks leading by 5. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Porzingis with the steal. Out to Doncic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Charity stripe shot. Rebound by Anthony. Trailblazers trail by 7. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. A nice shot by Simons.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Burke, defended by Jones. Doncic outside. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Covington with the bucket.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 6. Right side, Jones. Here's Covington. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. On the corner, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside, Covington. The three from Anthony, but they recover it. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Nurkic.
Well, the team set up Nurkic so well there. He had plenty of space, calm and collecting.
Covington finds Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony with the game changer.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside, and now they decide to foul intentionally. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for Trey Burke. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter, and they can add to your lead.
McCollum, no good. Here's Dallas. They've led by as many as 14 points. Doncic outside. We got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Richardson. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Doncic outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Lillard fires away from way outside. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Inside. It's stolen by Jones. Can't connect. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The lights of downtown and with pregame.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Porter in at the 2 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Jones. And it's Cantor in at the 5. Now here's Rivers. Porter finds Jokic. Got it. Good job in the low post. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game. And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Lillard from outside. Denver grabs the miss. Gordon with it. Jones covering. He shoots again. Over Giles. The putback. Jokic on the follow.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
Here's Lillard. Releases from 15, and he gets the bucket.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now, here's Jokic. Over Giles. And it's Jokic missing.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Rivers kicks to Jokic. McGee trying to break free. And it's Jokic missing.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Rivers against Lillard. Floats it up for Jokic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Giles. And it's Powell in for Jones. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Shaquille Harris comes in for Austin Rivers. And the basket by Lillard.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Pass to Gordon. Now the pass to Jokic. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Anthony. No good on his first attempt of the game.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. And, guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Now here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You got to love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
From deep three-point range, Trailblazers keep it alive.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Floats it up for Jokic.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Simons surveying the D. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now, here is Morris. Millsap passes to Morris. Millsap has the open look. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Decisive on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Millsap. He's not going to let that opportunity go to waste.
McCollum outside. Powell finds Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Harrison, and he dunks it down.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Here's McCollum. And contact up. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Denver up. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
They've got Giles, also Enes Kanter out there. Derek Jones is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now here's Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jones kicks to Powell. Jones the pass to Powell.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. pass to Millsap. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Jones slams it in.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Gordon dishes to Millsap. Over Giles. Millsap misses. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Jones. Lays it up off the glass. Jones has got his second bucket of the game to go. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Rivers passes to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Powell for 3. Jokic crabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Gordon. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Lillard. Jones tries. Oh, my goodness! That is breathtaking. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Floats it up for Jokic. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Here is Lillard. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
The Nuggets leading by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Boy, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
And that'll do it for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points and 5 rebounds. And a little redemption for him tonight in their previous game. And that should do
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with JaMychal Green, and it's Rivers. Portland trailing here. Nurkic kicks to Little. Dishes to McCollum. That one's not going to go. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Porter. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Porter's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Denver. The Trailblazers shooting for the game at 42%. Anthony taking his time here. And it's McCollum in the corner. Over Rivers. McCollum finds Nurkic. Over Jokic. Nurkic can't hit.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Outside Porter. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Little.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first four here in the third.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Here's McCollum. And Kanter now top the key. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Giles, that's good. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's Jokic. Portland grabs the miss. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, he is superb in transition. Hollis Jefferson can really get up and down the floor.
Rivers against McCollum. Rivers passes to Porter. Here's Jokic. Back to Porter. Jokic high post. Oh, Porter in position. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got 8 points.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
It's stolen by Jones. Lillard from outside. Jonchar grabs the miss. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Bull. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard scanning the floor. No good from outside. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Millsap dishes the Bowl. It's good.
Yeah, inside, Bowl does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
And it's Simons missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Morris drops them both. Now Powell. With 1 on the clock, and it's good on the layup. The third quarter comes to a close. Denver on top, leading by 5. And we're coming right back after. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got C.J. McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. McCollum, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Simons from past the arc. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Morris with the ball. Passes it to Bowl. And the dunk by Bowl.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And here's Morris for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. McCollum kicks to Giles. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Morris outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Bowl. From the high post, he drills it. Bowl's got the lead up to 7 now for Denver. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And an intentional foul right there for the Nuggets. Lillard outside. Over Rivers. Here's Kanter. Kicks it out to Lillard from the arc. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Now here's Rivers. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Now here's Jokic. Defense is right there. 6 to shoot. Rivers gets a wide open look. Second chance shot, and Jokic lays it up and in.
You know, it's evident that Jokic is comfortable operating close to the rim. He's outstanding with his shot selection.
Lillard outside. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Left side, Porter. Kicks it to Rivers. Back to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Lets it go from 14. And it's Portland with the rebound. One-on-one here. There's Hollis Jefferson. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Nuggets leading by 6. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Floats it up for Jokic. That shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And a deep three from Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Porter. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland with a new 14. And Kent are able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Pass to Jokic. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.